take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this line, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these rats. Baby lay, waist snatch. That shrink back. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Madden Legends and the Madden Elites. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Like 20! Like 20! Regular! Alpha!
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. Still fighting for... Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Wilson on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now.
A first down throw for Young. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Powering his way forward. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action now. Wilson. Finding room to the 20. And again the footwork. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Here's Wilson. Pushing through the contact. Eluding the... And he is... Gonna go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now it's Wilson, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know,
and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Green, 39. Green.
Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give. Enough credit.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal...
There he goes left side, and it's a touchdown. A great play there, 52 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
All right, now
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 1st down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Runs through the contact, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now let's go.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing. Young. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
3-19.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
And automatic, Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
Play action. It's Wilson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Hunt. Oh, look at that. Oh, he shifts past him. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Gets around him, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wilson escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a negative yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries, but he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
Here's Steve Young. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll run again with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's complete to Kelsey. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 53 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
Welcome back live to Orlando. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And this will be a touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 27 yards. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
On 1st and 10, Young. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Out now come the Legends. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Young on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Green 39.
Young on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. On on the slant. He gets it to Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll run it here with Hunt. Dances by him. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now Wilson on second down, rolling to his right, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays.
And he will have a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 28 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
On second down, Young again, and it's incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The third down throw incomplete by Steve Young. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know. Yeah. Mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Hey, over here. Catch. Big jumbo.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.